We're going. Okay.
What's happening?
We're live.
We're live.
PJTV.
All right. Hey guys. We're going to be moving through Vinyasa Flow today. I have Amber with me. She's going to help me demo some stuff. And we're going to get started. So we're actually going to start on our backs today. So coming to lie down. You can bend your knees and tent them together in a constructive rest position. Maybe walk your feet out a little ways. And then decide what you want to do with your hands. They can rest on your belly, maybe down by your sides, face down if you're wanting to ground in a little bit more, or face up if you want to invite something new into your practice today. So up to your discretion. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, starting to ground into our mat and into our practice. Begin to soften the muscles in your face. Breathe fully into your container, filling up through your lungs, expanding through your belly, and exhaling completely. We'll take a few more rounds of breath just like that. And allow there to be a little bit of effort, but nothing forced with your breath. Maybe here you begin to cultivate an intention for your practice. It could be a word of affirmation or a mantra you could repeat to yourself. Finding whatever that may be for you today. And go ahead and repeat it to yourself a couple of times. We'll take about 5 more rounds of breath here. Maybe see if you can settle in just a little bit further. Take your fullest breath in. And exhale completely. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing a little bit of movement into your body. Starting to keep your eyes open. We're going to start off class today with some moving bridge pose. So keeping your knees bent, maybe you adjust them in front of your hips. Hands down by your sides and keep your gaze down your nose. Starting to anchor down through your feet, your shoulders, your hips, the back of your head. Feel yourself ground into your mat. And as you take your next breath in, press down in a way as you lift your hips and reach your arms over your head. Exhale, lowering all the way down. And allow this movement to come with your breath. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. We'll do a couple more. Last one here, inhale. And exhale to lower. Pausing for a moment, take a restorative breath in and out through your nose. And then from here, we're going to move into just a standard bridge pose. Arms down by your side, shoulders slide down your back. Take a breath in and out. And as your next inhale comes around, press down and away as you lift up through your hips, finding bridge. Pressing down through your hands. Strongly through your feet here. Gentle inward spiral of your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Press up onto your toes and exhale, lower up down one vertebra at a time until your entire spine meets the mat. Once again, when you get there, pause for a restorative breath. And we'll set up for a twist, taking your arms out into a T. And we'll hover our legs in a tabletop position here. Yield your navel toward your spine, take a breath in. And as you exhale, allow your knees to come all the way over to the right side. If your shoulders begin to lift, I would pause at that point if your knees are hovering. Maybe your gaze peeks over your left shoulder. As you take your next breath in, hover your legs through center. And then exhale them over to the left. Taking your gaze over the opposite arm if you did so on the other side. Inhale, bring your legs back to center. Maybe give yourself a squeeze. And either rolling off to one side or rocking up to seated. We'll cross our ankles and make our way into a tabletop position. A few more little moving warm-ups here. So you'll find your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Crown and tail reaching away, and as you press into your hands, maybe you notice a gentle engagement through your core. Keep your core strong here. We'll do a couple of cat-cows. As you take your next breath in, reach your crown and tail to the sky for cow pose. And as you exhale, press into your hands, curl around your navel for cat. Moving with your breath, inhaling to find your back bend. And exhale to find flexion in your spine. We'll do one more here. As you take your next inhale, find neutral where we started. We're going to move into a little bit of core here. So we're going to root into our right hand and our left knee, bringing our left elbow and our right knee curling into a ball. Yielding in through your navel here. Take a breath in and out. As you take your next inhale, reach your hand and your foot away. Find expansion through your spine. Exhale to curl it in strong through your core. Inhale and exhale. Do a couple more with your breath. Last one here, breathe in, reach through your fingers and your toes, and exhale to place your hand back down on your mat. If you'd like, you can rinse that with a cat-cow. And then setting up on the other side, rooting in through your left hand and right knee this time. We'll take our right elbow and our left knee, curl into a ball strong through your core here. And then inhale, find reach. Last one here, inhale. Exhale, rest your hand and your knee back down on your mat, and we'll take child's pose here briefly. either wide knee or narrow knee, taking your hips back toward your heels. Maybe you rest your hands down by your feet, and this is a great place to come anytime in your practice if you feel like you need rest. You never need an invitation to come here. And also down dog is a great place to go as well. Taking a couple of breaths into your back body. Allow yourself to soften. When you feel ready, you can reach your arms out in front of you, finding your tabletop position one more time here. And we're gonna begin to set up for our downward facing dog. So from here, pressing into the inner triad of your hand, reaching your crown and your tail away from each other. Knees are bent, toes are tucked. And we're just gonna begin to rock from head to tail, very softly, nice and gently here. As you rock forward, yield your weight into your hands and bend your elbows. And as you exhale, we're just gonna hover our knees off of our mat here. Notice that lower belly engagement that starts to happen. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, rest your knees down. Rock forward, breathe in, bend your elbows. Exhale, press up, hover your knees. Pause for your inhale. And as you exhale, reach your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take what you need in your downward dog here. Maybe it's pedaling your feet. Maybe it's shaking your head, yes and no, getting rid of any extra tension that might be residing in your neck. And then find a little bit of stillness. Allow yourself to notice what you may be feeling, where you feel your down dog in your body. Maybe your hamstrings are waking up. Take one more nice deep breath in and let it go. Peek your gaze forward. Take a walk or a step to the top of your mats, reaching for a couple of blocks. And we're gonna place them right out in front, moving into a halfway lift. So our feet are either hips width distance or big toes touching. And then you want those blocks just in front of your shoulders. Keeping a generous bend in your knees here, especially if you're feeling any pain in your low back. We're really looking for that reach from the top of your head all the way through your tail. Pressing down and away through your big toe mound, your pinky toe side of your foot, and the center of your heel. Find action through the backs of your legs as you press down and away. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, release forward, let it go. Inhale, we'll find a halfway lift. This time take your hands to your shins and then find that same action before as you press your hands in, press down through your feet, reach your crown and tail away. Exhale, let it go. Yield your weight down, inhale, halfway lift. Pause for your exhale. And as you take your next inhale, reach your arms out and up, come all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart space. We'll do a couple of half sun salutations here. Inhale, reach up. Maybe your gaze follows your fingers for a gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Yield your weight down, arms rise up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Yield your weight down, arms rise and reach as you inhale. Exhale, hands through heart space. Full Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms into your mat, step back into plank pose. Option here to modify on your knees. We'll rock forward and lower all the way down to your mat for our first chaturanga. Hands will be under your shoulders, press the tops of your feet into your mat. Yield your navel into your spine, and as you take your next breath in, press into your hands, find a baby cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more times here. Inhale, cobra pose. Maybe you lift a little higher. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, cobra pose. Find a gentle lift through the crown of your head. Exhale. Release. Tuck your toes, bend your knees. Find downward facing dog. Checking in with yourself in your downward dog here. Maybe noticing a little bit of differences happening as you warm up and your body acclimates. Maybe your hamstrings are a little happier. Maybe you feel a little bit warmer in the heads of your shoulders. Pressing strongly through your feet as well as your hands. As you take your next breath in, peek forward. And as you exhale, take a hop or a step to the top of your mat. When you get there, breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Yield your weight down, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms into your mat, step back into plank. Option this time to lower halfway down if you're ready to move into a full chaturanga. Lowering so your elbows come to 90 degrees, pressing into your feet. Coming into up dog or cobra. Finding a gentle lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Take about 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog. And once again, come to child's pose at any point in time if you need rest. Inhale, peek forward. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Yield your weight down, arms rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands through heart. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into plank. Halfway or all the way down. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Once again, 3 to 5 breaths here. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Yield your weight down, arms reach up. Exhale, hands through heart space. We'll move through a classical sun salutation. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, step your left foot back, coming down onto your knee. If you have sensitive knees, placing a blanket on your mat is a great modification. And then go ahead and peek back at your foot, checking that your ankle isn't sickled in one direction or the other. And then if you have blocks, once again, Amber's already there, great place for blocks. Press down and away into the top of your back foot. Maybe notice an elongation in your left psoas. If you don't have blocks, you can always take your hands to your knee, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can reach your arms all the way up. Pausing here, breathing, pressing strongly into both feet, and find a lift up through your midsection by reaching your fingers toward the ceiling. We'll be here for one more inhale. As you exhale, take your hands to your mat, step back into plank, optional chaturanga, or you can press right into your down dog, whatever is calling to you today in your practice. As you take your next breath in, lift your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And with control, place your left foot next to your left thumb. Coming down onto your right knee this time, reaching for your blocks or coming with your hands onto your knee. Check in with your right toes, make sure they're pointing directly behind you, and press strongly into the back leg. Shoulders slide down your spine. And take notice wherever you may be feeling this in your body. If you'd like to, and you did so on the other side, you can reach your arms up. Maybe you peek your gaze toward your fingers, coming into a light back bend. Staying nice and controlled in your midsection. Keep your ribs knitting together. Take one more breath in. Exhale to plant your palms in your mat. Step your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Yield your weight down, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold in. Halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands, step your right foot back. Coming down onto your right knee once again. And as you breathe in, find your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Maybe pressing from your right foot. You notice the nice long line of energy from here all the way up through your right fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. Chaturanga if you choose. Down dog if you rather. Pausing in your down dog. When you're ready, inhale, right leg floats. Exhale to place with control your right foot next to your right thumb. Staying down on your left knee. Last time, Anjaneyasana. Arms reach up as you breathe in. See if you can find that connection. Fingers all the way through your toes. One more inhale. Exhale, take your hands to your mat. Step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Yield your weight down, arms rise and reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into plank, chaturanga, or down dog. Feel free to skip chaturangas at any point in time. They build a lot of heat, and if you would like rest, go ahead right into your down dog. So we are going to set up for some stuff that's going to get us into our hamstrings. We're going to move through a lot of standing postures today. So from here, inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Find that energy from the center of your heel as you reach to the back of the room, all the way through your hands. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, place your right foot in between your hands, and we'll reach for a couple of blocks. We're just going to place it right at our inner right ankle. The other block on standby. And then back toes cheated in just a smidge from 90 degrees, coming up to stand, setting up for triangle. So we're going to start from the bottom up here, press down and away through both feet. Find the center of your heel, your big toe mound, pinky toe side of your feet, and maybe give yourself a little bounce. That's one of my favorite things. Feel yourself in the earth. From here, as you take a breath in, float your arms open. And as you exhale, we'll just begin to tip right over our right leg, placing our hand on that block. If you like, maybe it stays on your shin. It's up to you. And finding that engagement, reaching your left hand, right out of your left shoulder. And once again, bringing your attention back to your legs, press into your feet. And it's an outer rotation of our legs here. Pressing down and away. Find your breath. Notice where you feel this position in your body. We'll take one more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, help yourself up to standing. And we're gonna set up for pyramid next. So taking a step in with your back foot, shortening your stance a smidge, and then reaching for a second block if you have one available to you. Framing your right foot with them. We'll come up to stand, taking your hands to your hips, making sure they're pointing forward. And then check in with your back leg. If your heel's threatening to lift or you're kind of locked out, shorten your stance a little bit. Press down and away through both feet. Lift up through the crown of your head. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, begin to fold over your right leg and reach your hands for your blocks. We'll stay in this halfway lifted position. Pressing down and away strongly through both feet. Find a gentle reach through your tail as well as through the crown of your head. And you may notice that your right hip has tried to cheat forward. It always does that. Gently invite it back in space as you invite your left one just a little bit more forward. Pause here and breathe. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Find one more breath in where you are, and if you'd like to at this moment in time, find a little bit of flexion in your spine if you'd like to round over your right leg. If you get there and that doesn't feel good, you can always come back to that halfway position. If you're rounded forward, on your next inhale, lift halfway up. We'll take our blocks off to the side, step back into plank, rinse it with a vinyasa, or press right into your down dog. Getting ready to set up on the opposite side. When you're ready, inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Really reach through your heel, find that long line of energy. And as you take, you have one available to you, And we'll come up to stand once again. Back toes are cheated in just a little bit from 90 degrees. Outward spiral of your thighs here. As you take your breath in, float your arms open. And as you exhale, tip right over your left leg, maybe slide it down your left thigh to your shin or to your block. Wherever you end up, press down in a way to reach up through your right fingertips. And whatever position of your head is comfortable for you, whether it's down at your hand, out in front, or up at your floating fingers. You don't want to compromise the neck. Pressing strongly through your feet. As you take your next inhale, help yourself all the way up to standing. And setting up for pyramid on the second side, taking a step in with your back foot. I think I forgot to mention this on the other side. The angle of your toes is much sharper, so it's almost at like 1 o'clock here. Blocks on either side of your left foot, starting in a standing position, hands on your hips. Take a breath in, lift up tall through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, fold over your left leg. Reaching your hands for your blocks. Finding that halfway lifted position, shoulders slide down your spine. Reach your tail back as you reach the crown of your head forward. Soften the muscles in your face and breathe here. Once again, checking in with your hips. This time your left one likely cheated forward. Invite your right one forward and your left hip back. Breathing into the backs of your legs here. Take a breath in. If you rounded forward on the opposite side, I invite you to do so on this side as well. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Place your blocks off to the side. Step back into plank, chaturanga if you choose, or down dog if you'd rather. Take a few rounds of breath in your down dog, maybe reset. Check in with how you're feeling in your practice, how you're feeling in your body. Maybe you tune back into the intention you may have set at the beginning of class. Give yourself a couple of moments to breathe. We're gonna move through that same sequence one more time, adding a posture at the end. So when you're ready, inhale, lift your right leg to the sky for a three-legged dog. As you exhale, place with intention your right foot in between your hands. Opening up to stand, finding triangle pose prep. Pressing down and away through your feet. Find your block if you're gonna use it. Take a breath in. Exhale, find your triangle pose. Slide your hand down your leg, pressing into your shin or into your block. If your right shoulder is kind of creeping up toward your ear, gently turn your elbow so that your elbow eye faces outward. As you take your next inhale, float up to stand. And setting up for your pyramid pose, stepping in with your back foot. Reaching for your blocks. Pressing down and away through both feet, lift up tall through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, fold into pyramid pose. Hands to blocks. When you make that connection, really press it down and away. adding our extra pose on here. You'll take your left block, bringing it just forward of your left shoulder. Your back toes can stay at that sharpened angle at about 11 o'clock, or you can bring them out to maybe like 10. It varies from body to body. And then we'll take our right hand to our left side ribs. Take a nice deep breath in, breathe into your arm. And as you exhale, guide yourself open into revolved triangle. Lift up through your right fingertips. Still pressing actively through both legs. Deep breath in. Exhale to unwind, plant our hands into our mat, step back into plank, rinsing it out if you choose, or finding your down dog. Taking a few breaths in your dog pose when you get there. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale to place your left foot next to, in between your hands. And we'll come up to stand, setting up for triangle pose. Arms hover open on either side, checking in with your feet placement, heel to heel or heel to arch. Back toes cheating in just a smidge. Take a breath in. Exhale to slide into your triangle pose. Lifting up through those right fingers as you press down and away into your left hand. As you take your next breath in, help yourself up to standing. And we'll find pyramid. Taking that step in, sharpening the angle on your back foot to about 1 o'clock. Blocks for your hands. Take a breath in, lift up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching your hands for your blocks. Checking in with your hips, making sure they're square as they can be. And when you're ready, beginning to set up for your revolved triangle, take your right block just in front of your right shoulder. Left hand to right side ribs, and then adjusting your back foot however seems fit for your body, either at that same angle or taking it out a little further. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, guide your body open into revolved triangle, reaching up through your left fingers. Still pressing strongly through your legs. And once again, whatever gaze feels best in your neck. One more deep breath in here. Exhale to unwind. Blocks off to the side, step it back. Chaturanga or down dog. Taking what you need in your down dog, and then we'll find some rest in child's pose. Maybe you take a narrow knee child's pose with your hands down by your feet, or if it feels better to you, you can keep your arms extended, knees a little bit wider. Big toes are touching. Take a few restorative breaths into your back body, really expand through your low back ribs. Once again, checking in with yourself here. noticing how you feel. Coming back to your breath. One more nice deep breath in, really expand fully through your ribs here. And exhale completely. Reaching your arms forward if they're not already. We're gonna move into some lateral bends while in child's pose. So from here, we'll walk our hands over to the left side. Maybe you stack right hand on top of left. And breathe into your right side body here. Really expand through your intercostal muscles, those little ones that live between your ribs. Find one more deep breath in. Exhale completely. Walking your hands through center as you inhale. And exhale them over to the opposite side. Stacking left hand on top of right this time. And breathing into your right side body. Inhale through center. When you're ready, shifting forward, hands and knees. Yield your weight into your hands. Exhale, reach your hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, peek your gaze forward. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Yield your weight down, arms rise and reach. Breathe in. Exhale, hands through heart. We're gonna set up for Prasarita. So take a step open with your right foot. Yes, happy with that way. And reach for your block. Have your block on standby, you may not need it. But we're gonna set it from the ground up here once again. Gently pigeon toe your feet in just a smidge. And you're gonna press into your big toe, your heel, and then the outside of your foot. You can do that with both feet if you'd like, just to be sure you have your weight evenly distributed. Take your hands to your hips here. Take a breath in, maybe you peek your gaze up. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Taking your hands down to your mat. Maybe a block if that feels better for you. We're gonna pull it all the way in. Allow your head to be heavy. Shoulders are still down your back, away from your ears. Press strongly through your feet here. Notice what sensations you may be feeling in the back of your legs. Maybe you shift your weight forward to your toes just a little bit more if you're taking it mostly in your heels. From here, we'll inhale, find a halfway lift. And then that's where that block's gonna come in handy. You can either take it on a low setting, maybe you wanna go higher. We'll take our left hand to our block. And we're gonna find a twist. So we'll take our right hand to our left side ribs once again. Breathe in. Exhale, spiral open. Reach through your right fingers. Maybe your gaze follows. Actively pressing down through your left hand and both feet still. Take one more inhale. And use your exhale to unwind. We'll replace our left hand with our right. Taking your left hand to your right side ribs, breathe in. Exhale, spiral open. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind. You can stay in that halfway lifted position. Take a breath in and out. And taking your hands to your hips, coming all the way up to stand. Coming to the top of your mat, step forward with your right foot. We'll rinse that out with a vinyasa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Yield your weight down, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back. Chaturanga Dandasana or right into down dog, whatever feels good to you. We're going to set up for a little bit of balancing next. So when you're ready, inhale, peek your gaze forward. Exhale to walk or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. When you get there, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Yield your weight down, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. And we'll pause here. Go ahead and take your feet. At about hips width distance. Shoulders will slide down your back. Arms down by your sides, and you can soften your eyes down here if that feels okay. Gently lift up tall through the crown of your head. Nice, strong Tadasana. Feel yourself stabilizing and grounding into your mat here. One more inhale. Maybe notice your chest floating up to meet your chin. And exhale. Peek your gaze open. Find a point out in front that you can focus on while we balance. Also, a wall is a really great place to come. I'm sure you have walls in your home that you can use to help you balance. We'll shift onto our right foot. We're going to set up for a warrior 3 today. Shifting onto your right foot, you can take your hands to your heart space to start here. And we'll just begin to bend our left knee, bringing it up and into our chest. Give yourself a moment to really root in through your right foot. As you exhale, begin to fold forward as you press your left leg back in space. Really reach through your heel, finding warrior 3. Reaching through the top of your head as you press your left heel back. A gentle bend in your standing knee is really great, keeps you stable rather than walking out. That never helped anybody. Find one more breath in and out. And as you inhale, help yourself up to stand. Maybe give yourself a shimmy, shake it out. And we'll swap feet, rooting into your left foot this time. We'll bring right knee up and in. And as you exhale, fold forward as you press your right heel back. And reaching through the crown of your head. Find some stabilization through your standing leg and as well as your core here. Wiggle it out. We'll do one last vinyasa. How about it? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Rinse it with a vinyasa or press into down dog. Take a few breaths in your dog pose. When you're ready, shifting forward onto your hands and your knees. And we're gonna make our way onto our backs, winding down the rest of the way. We'll find Supta Baddha Konasana, or climb down angle. If you have a pillow or a bolster at home, that would be ideal. But if you don't, that's okay too. Bolsters all around, or a blanket. A rolled up blanket's really good. You want to use a blanket or a bolster? Blanket. Okay. I'll use yours. Rolling it up. We'll find support under the knees this way. Coming to lie down on your back. And this blanket is going to tuck underneath your knees. Or that's a good way to do it too. Amber had a good idea. Under your feet and under your hips as well is also a really great variation. Whichever one you choose. Coming to lie all the way down. Once again, any arm variation that suits you and your body. Maybe your hands are resting on your belly. And you breathe into your hands here. Allow the muscles in your face to soften. Maybe your body starts to become a little bit heavier into your mat. Take a few more rounds of breath right here. Allow your breath to be free and easy. Your fullest inhale here. And exhale completely. You can use your hands to help invite your knees back together. And we'll set up for one more supine twist before fully winding down into Shavasana. Arms coming out by either side. You can slide your blanket out from underneath you. And we'll keep our feet down on our mat, and we'll just allow our legs to just gently come over to the right side. Keeping it nice and simple here. Maybe your gaze goes over your opposite shoulder. Allow yourself to be soft. Inhale, carry your knees through center. And exhaling them over to the opposite side. your breath to be soft. Begin to relax the muscles in your face. Inhale to come back. Taking any movements or anything else you may need here. And we are going to find Shavasana. So if there's any other things you'd like to take, I invite you to go there. Allow yourself to be comfortable. Maybe you want to take your roll blanket and place it under your knees, or something under your head or over your body. Anything that's going to allow you to be fully supported and soft here in this last little bit of time we have. breath in and out. Start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe move into your wrists and your ankles. If it feels right in your body, you can extend your arms over your head for a full body stretch. Eventually bending your knees into your chest. And make your way onto your side in fetal position. And send yourself some love and gratitude for making your way onto your mat today. And thank your body for all that it does for you. When you're ready, coming up to a comfortable seat, finding your hands at heart space, softening your eyes down. We'll take one more nice deep breath in together and out. I'd like to thank you for practicing with me today and breathing with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks. Thanks. It literally clipped out right during Shavasana and I had to get up and